Bryan Houston Sports Radio Live, 99.3 Talk FM. Of course, the Super Bowl coming up in a little over a week, and that means food.
It's time to start planning your menu.
And that lovely voice is Leigh Vickery, whatever. How many names? Leigh Vickery, my buddy here.
Yeah, Leigh, that'll work.
It's good to have you here. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing great. And I see you're already kind of getting ready for your Super Bowl party here.
Oh, yeah. Well, I confessed to you already, I didn't know who was in the game.
It doesn't matter when you're eating.
But I knew, I always start planning the food. I can plan the party, but not the football part of it.
That's okay. You're good at planning the party.
Yeah.
I know that.
I like to think about those kind of things.
Okay, so we're if you were talking about trying to get ready for a big party for Super Bowl, and
sure.
I mean, how many people do you normally invite to Super Bowl parties? Are you one of these nut jobs that does 50 at one time?
No, I tend to have anxiety in large crowds, so the party might be for 4 actually.
That's good. That's good.
I'm kidding. No. Just a few friends. I mean, 10 or 20 people. I guess you'd have to have a huge. Big TV to be able to have, a big crowd.
Sure.
But just with close friends. What do y'all do? Do you have a big party?
No, I watch the game.
Yeah,
I'm focused.
Okay, sure.
I'm one of these hardcores. My wife hates me.
I like the commercials.
Yes, that's right.
And have they announced the halftime act yet?
Madonna. I'm not sure how excited I am.
Wow. Sorry.
Boy, that was a letdown.
Oh, gosh. I mean, I liked her when I was 15.
Yeah,
but,
that's kind of how it is with the Super Bowl these days.
Okay.
Ever since Janet Jackson, they've been playing it really safe.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Madonna, I'm not sure how safe that would be.
Yeah, it'll be a lot safer than
Janet.
Yeah, Madonna's like 80 now, so
that's true.
it doesn't really matter. So.
That's true.
All right, so you got recipes. We're going to do a
Yes.
couple today, and then we're going to do a couple next week.
Right.
So tell me, let's start with what you got here.
Yeah, this is a dip or like 2 appetizers.
Okay.
So these would be things you'd want to make before the game or the first half.
Okay.
I always say you try to serve your main course or whatever that is like during halftime.
Okay.
So we're going to talk about the first part of the game today.
Okay.
And I've got a black bean and queso layer dip that I end up making all the time. And when I do demos in stores and things, I make this all the time because people love it and it sells, very well. And it's really easy. So the first thing if you can find refried black beans in a can, just go ahead and get that. Refried black beans.
Black beans, okay.
But if you can't find the refried ones, which you should be able to here in East Texas easily, then just get regular old can of black beans and drain them really well.
Okay.
And we'll put all these recipes up on your website,
right.
Of course. But you drain the black beans and mix it like in your Cuisinart food processor or blender or by hand with a half a cup of sour cream.
Okay.
And then I like mine a little spicy, so I add a teaspoon of the Chipotle powder.
Okay.
Chipotle peppers people are used to buying in a can, but they now make them in a like where you would buy your spices.
Okay.
They make the dried Chipotle powder. That makes it really easy to. And a teaspoon is going to make it pop. So use a half.
We like a pop.
Yeah, I do. I like my food hot. So, and then a teaspoon of ground cumin as well, and a little splash of fresh lime juice. And go ahead and buy the lime and use it fresh. Don't buy the bottled stuff. It has a weird aftertaste to me. It's just go buy the lime.
Okay.
And you mix all that up in your Cuisinart and puree it. Okay. So you've got a creamy kind of black bean dip going.
Yeah.
Put that in the bottom of like a square casserole pan.
Okay.
Heat your oven up to 375. And I, make the white queso. So I put the brand that we sell, Lee Oliver's White Queso. I just dump a jar over the top, and you can buy that at Brookshire's or Fresh if you're in East Texas, or just whatever queso you like. I'm not gonna push myself on you.
It's got to be.
Yeah, but if you want it to be really good, and you just dump that over it. You don't even have to heat it up yet. Just dump the jar of queso over it, and it's in the refrigerated section, so it'll be cold.
Yeah.
But when you put that in the oven on 375 and bake it for 12, 15 minutes, the queso melts, the beans get hot. It makes this ooey, delicious, warm black bean and queso dip. And then I just chop tomatoes, jalapenos, green onions, olives, whatever you like. And when it comes out of the oven, sprinkle it over it and serve it with, your corn chips or whatever. And then people will like you a lot.
I was going to say, and then the brawl begins as everybody fights
really
to get to it. Huh?
I know. I hate saying that about something, I'm offering, but it's very addictive and easy to make. And you can make that ahead of time and, just stick it in your oven when your guests get there. And you could even add brown ground beef to it.
Yeah.
You could put guacamole on top. It's almost like a 7-layer dip, but warm.
Okay.
And in this weather, we need something warm.
Yeah, especially now. Okay.
I know. So that's an easy dip. And then potato skins. It doesn't sound very exciting. I know everybody's been making those forever, but my mama sent me this recipe and it's adorable. They look like little footballs. The way she sent me a little picture how she had gotten this recipe, and you're just making potato skins like you would basically in the oven. And I'll put the detailed recipe on your website. But you've got 6 or 8 potatoes that you wash, and go ahead, you leave the skins on and rub them with olive oil, because that helps you make the skins crispier, and we're baking these, we're not frying them.
Okay.
And so you preheat your oven to 400, and then you just put the potatoes in there. You don't put foil on them or anything, and you just bake them.
Okay.
So while that's happening, and of course we have bacon coming, you can't have a football game without bacon in your menu somewhere.
Got to have a pork product in there somewhere.
I do love pork. Okay. And so you just cook your bacon in a skillet until crisp, probably 4 or 5 slices. I probably would do more because I really like bacon.
Yeah.
And then while your potatoes are cooking, you're doing that. And then pull your potatoes out of the oven. You cut them in half lengthwise, and kind of scoop out some of the potato inside, and put some cheese and bacon back in there, put them back in the oven, let all that melt, pull it back out, and then you just put your sour cream and whatever garnishes you want. But how you make it look like a football, because the potatoes are already, shaped like that. And I know like many guys probably aren't going to go to this detail, but
the women will go crazy. But
maybe there's one woman out there listening,
that's right.
You put the sour cream in a little Ziploc bag, okay? And snip the end off tiny, and it makes like a piping thing. And you pipe like the little, what do you call it, the laces on the football in the middle of the potato skin, like you would a little football. It's really cute, Bryan.
It's like arts and crafts.
Yeah,
this is
arts
great.
and crafts for the football game. No, if you need an activity for the people that are bored, they can make your potato skin, little laces on top, and it's really cute. And you've got your little green onion you garnish with, and 2 fun little dips. You'll be the life of your party.
Absolutely, and then you just eat till you go blind.
I know, that's just part of it.
That's the best part. That's the best part of this, especially if the game goes bad.
No, I know. And we won't with the Manning boy.
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. That's true. The Ole Miss guy is going to be there,
and they got to win.
I'm picking the Ole Miss guy. By the way,
you better.
Well,
I won't come back if you don't.
Threats, always the threats.
I know.
All right. So now I understand. Also, now you're like this big personal appearance celebrity. It's almost like Elvis is in the building now.
Well, I hope not. He's no longer with us. So, and I'm not serving peanut butter and bananas.
He did love food, though.
Yeah, that's right. We do have that in common, definitely.
So where are you going to be?
Yeah, Saturday I'll be at Don's TV and Appliance in Tyler, probably like 11 to 3, making these dips and a bunch of other stuff. Just Super Bowl ideas. You can come pick up recipes. You can come have a bite. Hang out, look at the big screen TVs. And just get ideas for Super Bowl, because that's obviously a big event in the TV world.
Absolutely.
So they have a great kitchen. I go in there and cook sometimes on the weekends.
Cool.
And then
you get big crowds for that?
We do. Yeah, I teach classes too. So sometimes we have sign-ups, and like a lot of people. I had a crock pot class and a kids cooking class at Christmas. It was fun. I like doing that kind of stuff.
Sweet. I like that. That's good.
And then Sunday I'll be at Fresh by Brookshire's in Tyler, 12 to 4, in their demo kitchen, making all kind of Super Bowl stuff with our Lee Oliver's products, like the queso, like the black bean and queso dip will be there, and some stuff like that.
And I know that place is crowded all the time.
Yeah, no,
too,
I know. I think my whole paycheck goes into Fresh by Brookshire. I love that store. So, anyway,
it's great. I'm glad to have the recipes, and we'll put them on my Facebook page to make sure everybody can see them, and also we'll post them on Leigh's as well, so we can make sure we get all those tasty little treats going there. And then we're going to bring you back next week, and we're going to get the a main course, part 2.
Yes, we're doing a Texas chili, and I guess you can have this debate: beans or no beans. Right now,
where do you stand on that?
Okay, personally, I like beans.
Okay, you like beans.
Yeah, but I know I better not say that in Texas out loud.
Well, as long as you're not trying to get into a contest.
Yeah,
with contests they throw you out if you.
No, you
can't.
I know
it's illegal.
Can. So the recipe I'm actually making does not have beans in it next week. But if you get any input, we can have a chili contest.
Okay, that sounds like a deal.
All right.
And again, the Lee Oliver products are available at Brookshire's.
Yeah, Brookshire's and Fresh in East Texas. Yeah.
Okay, all the queso and everything else.
That's right.
Leigh, thank you very much.
Sure. Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. And we'll be right back. This is Bryan Houston Sports Radio Live on 99.3 Talk FM.